Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a Clerestory roof. And so this one's kind of peculiar too. It's kind of like an offset gable, if that makes sense. So we're actually going to essentially just, well, maybe a better way to describe it would be offset like shed roof structures. And that's how we're going to build it. Okay, so for this one, I'm actually going to use this footprint and I'm going to do like part of it over here and then a bigger part of it over here. And then I'll use this mid wall as a reference. On yours, you can do it differently. If you need to make a different like floor footprint thingy, you're more than welcome to do that. Or you can just kind of wing it. So let me show you how I would do it. I'm going to go to my level 2. Like I said, I'm going to have one structure over here and then one over here. Okay. I'm going to do roof by footprint. And remember with a Clerestory roof and like a shed roof, we only had to define the slope on one side. So what I would do is I'm going to keep this stuff over here. I'm going to change this overhang to 1 foot, but I am going to change that in a second. And I'm going to define the slope on this edge. Okay. Over here and over here, I don't need to define the slope. And then I'm going to create the other part of it right up above this wall. And because it's in the middle of the building, I'm going to have an overhang of 0. So I'm going to click that right there. And then I'm going to keep this footprint just isolated to this rectangle. So I'm going to use the corner tool and click here and here and here and here. Okay. And then I'm going to create that structure first. Okay. So, there we go. There's the first part. Now I'm going to create the other section to go like up here. Okay. And be like a shed structure, but go up all the way here. Okay. So what we're going to do is now we're going to go back to level 2 and we're going to create a whole other roof structure by footprint. And I am going to select these inner walls as the inner boundary without a slope defined, without an overhang. And then I'm going to change this overhang to 1. I still don't have a slope defined, but there's an overhang defined, so I'm going to click these outside walls. And then I am going to define the slope and click this last outside wall. Okay. And then you can see this isn't a continuous pink line, so I do have to take this and use the corner tool and trim it up. Okay. So then when I click check, you can see now I've got that other slope structure here. All right. So really what you would want to do in this case is I would probably take this wall and attach it to this upper roof structure. And oh, it's telling me that I need to, okay, so if you get like an error message, you may have to edit the footprint of the taller one. So basically what it's saying is you're trying to tell me that that wall needs to attach to this roof, but see how the wall thickness is outside of my roof footprint? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump this out to the edge of that inner wall there. And I'm just clicking and dragging. And then let me make sure it's not overlapping here. Looks good. And you can actually bring this out way more if you want. Let's just do that. And I'll show you why. Okay. And hit check. Mark. Okay. And now, see now because I asked it to, now it's taking that wall all the way up to that roof structure. And then I'm going to do the same with this wall inside here, just that those were 2 separate walls. All right. This wall, I'm going to attach it up to that one and also attach it to this one. So you can do that too. You can attach them to 2 separate structures. Revit's pretty awesome and it does a decent job at figuring out what you're wanting it to do. So again, I attach it to this roof, but I also can attach it to that roof. So there's that Clerestory roof for you. Don't worry too much about weird stuff like this. That can be fixed later on. And like, for example, there's a hole right here because there's another wall in there. But for the purpose of this assignment, just practice creating those roof structures and attaching the walls that you can. So there you go. There's that roof.